if you are in a position where you doubt yourself, you have big dreams for yourself, but you constantly have this voice that is making you doubt you, and you don't know if you're going to make this happen, here, this is for you. So I'm currently on an amazing press trip exploring Jordan, which is Holy Land. It is one of the places are considered Holy Land. And I'm visiting Jordan as a travel writer and a travel content creator in the tourism industry, where I focus on adventure and sustainability, and specifically I focus on culture, community, and cuisine. And before I became a travel writer and content creator, this is something that I had in mind. When I even started traveling, I was like, you know what, I can't wait to go to places where I only heard about, like, in movies, or I only know them from books. I can't wait for that day. And a lot of times, so getting on this journey, I saw a lot of people who were way ahead of me, a lot of people who look like me, a lot of people who don't look like me, mostly the people who don't look like me, who were way ahead, who were getting these opportunities. And I was like, God, when is it going to be my turn? God, when is it going to be my turn? God, when is it going to be my turn? And there were times when, honestly, I would put in the work, but I wouldn't see the results right away. And in those moments, God really reminded me that you are planting the seeds. Sometimes when you plant the seeds for your dream, it doesn't bear fruit right away. Nothing in nature like will bear fruit right away. You always plant the seed, and depending on the type of fruits that you're going to produce, that seed is going to produce, the fruits would take longer, like tomatoes, for example, because I used to have a garden. Tomatoes take like 3 months for you to start bearing the first fruit. Some plants take like 8 months, others take a year. You need to plant like a year in advance of the season for you to even see seeds starting to bud and start to look like something. So if you're in a position where you feel like you have these dreams, you have these goals, you are putting in the work, but you're not seeing the results right away, remember that there's a time to plant the seed, there's a time to nurture the seed, and then there's a time to harvest. And so when I look back at those times when I really put in the work, when I went to conferences, I went to events, I went to network with creators, with brands, with people in the field, to really get myself out there, which I'm still doing. These times I was planting the seed, and then I was watering the seed. And now that I am reaping the harvest of that seed, I can look back and say, you know what, it's been a journey. Now, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I also want to remind you that you don't need to get to where you want to be to celebrate where you are now. You don't need to get to where you want to be to celebrate where you are now. Every single step that you take towards your dream, towards your goal, is a step that you should celebrate, a step that you should clap for. And so remember that whatever the goal is, whatever the dream is, if it's instilled in your heart, if it's something that you can't stop thinking about, if it's something that you have a conviction about it, keep working towards it. If you need guidance, seek guidance. Go to events where people who are in that field are. Surround yourself with people who do that. If you seek courage, then seek courage. I pray a lot. I talk a lot to God. I pray a lot. I talk a lot to my close circle to get that encouragement. But most importantly, remember that you might not always reap the harvest the same day that you're planting the seed. It doesn't happen that way, but it doesn't mean that you have to stop watering your seed. So I hope this message is an encouragement for you. Today I am celebrating a beautiful country, Holy Land, and I just can't wait to continue sharing with you what I'm experiencing here in Jordan. And I hope that this story encourages you, whatever your dreams, whatever your goals are, because darling, the world needs more dreamers and more achievers. So will you keep working on that dream? I hope you do, darling.